Who would dare stand at the edge of the world, where stone meets sky and legend meets fact? This is Dunluce Castle, perched atop a basalt cliff in Northern Ireland, once the stronghold of clans, kings, and ghosts. You're not just visiting ruins, you're descending into a story buried beneath wind and time. A narrow bridge clings to the rock, the only passage into the fortress. Below, the sea roars like an ancient choir, pounding against cliffs as if trying to reclaim what history stole. Every footstep across this threshold is a step into a forgotten realm. Inside the ruins, shadows flicker across broken stone, as if memories still pace these halls. The scent of salt and earth hangs thick in the air, a cathedral of weather and war. The walls once echoed with the voices of the Macquillans, fierce lords of the rout. Their legacy, carved into the towering drum towers, still watches the coast. But it was the MacDonalds who would take Dunluce by fire and blade, their rise stained with battle and betrayal. From the castle's edge, the Atlantic stretches to infinity. Steep drops fall away like the pages of an ancient book, unread for centuries. This perilous perch was once chosen not just for defense, but to rule from the roof of the world. Sorely Boy MacDonald fortified Dunluce in the Scottish style, transforming a battlefield into a noble residence. He swore allegiance to Queen Elizabeth I, yet kept his sword ready beneath his cloak. Dunluce became both fortress and facade, an illusion of peace atop a history of war. In 1588, fate crashed against these rocks. The Spanish Armada's galleass, Girona, was dashed upon the shore by storm. Its cannons were salvaged and mounted at the gates. A European empire's failure turned into a local fortress's strength. The night the Girona sank, some say the sea screamed. Others believe the souls aboard still roam the coast, searching for the landfall they never made. In 1613, Rose MacDonald was born inside these very walls. Her first cry rose against the wail of wind and war. Beauty born into crumbling power, an heir to both nobility and fragility. But beyond the castle lies something far older, long forgotten: the lost town of Dunluce. Built around 1608, it was a marvel of its time. Paved streets, grid systems, and even indoor toilets, centuries ahead of the world. And in 2011, the ground finally gave up its secret. Archaeologists peeled back turf and time to reveal outlines of homes, workshops, and dreams buried beneath rebellion. The 1641 uprising left it scorched, its people vanished without record. Only charred beams and silent stones tell their story now. The town predates the official plantation of Ulster. Its design, progressive, structured, clean, shouldn't exist in this era, in this place. Yet it did. Someone dared to imagine a future from the edge of an empire. Then, without warning, it was gone. Razed to ash in rebellion, its name almost erased. No monuments, no heirs, just echoes whispering through the castle corridors and buried grid lines. The wind does not lie. The past speaks, if you're quiet enough to hear it. The Battle of the Boyne in 1690 sealed Dunluce's fate. The MacDonalds, once powerful, now poor. Lavish furnishings were sold, and stone by stone, the castle fell silent. Locals speak of a kitchen that collapsed into the sea, taking 7 cooks with it. Fact or folklore, no one knows. But standing here, staring down the cliff, it doesn't seem impossible. Dunluce is not just a ruin, it's a threshold. A place caught between earth and sky, sea and flame, legend and ledger. And beneath your feet, a second world still sleeps, waiting for its story to be retold. Only 5% of the lost town has been uncovered. The rest remains buried, like a manuscript sealed in time. But every stone unearthed is a sentence, every wall a stanza, slowly rebuilding the poem of this place. What's gone is not lost. It waits, and it calls to those willing to listen. You came to see a castle, but you found a question: what vanishes and what endures? In Dunluce, the past is neither dead nor gone. It waits in wind, in stone, in shadow, for someone like you to find it again.